Ethan ran, breath ragged, lungs burning, each step a war against exhaustion. The forest floor, littered with decaying leaves and gnarled roots, offered no mercy. He dared not slow, dared not rest. Behind him, in the rustling leaves and the whispers of the wind, lurked terror. The darkness was absolute, the moon swallowed by a canopy of ancient trees. Branches clawed at him like skeletal fingers, tearing at his clothes, his skin. Fear, sharp and cold, lent speed to his flight. It wouldn't be enough. He knew it wouldn't be enough. He had lost track of how long he had been running. Hours? Days? Time had lost all meaning in this endless repeating nightmare. Every desperate sprint, every attempt at cunning led him back to this moment. Running, heart hammering, the creature's presence a suffocating dread at his back. It was never far behind. Sometimes he glimpsed it, a fleeting shadow amongst the trees, impossibly fast and silent. Its eyes, when they caught the faint moonlight filtering through the canopy, burned with a cold, predatory hunger. A hunger that stretched back eons, that spoke of ancient, forgotten things best left undisturbed. He didn't understand what it was. It wasn't like anything he had ever seen, not truly. It was a mockery of life, a twisted amalgamation of bone and shadow, all sharp edges and unnatural angles. Its limbs were too long, its movements too fluid, defying the laws of nature. He had tried to fight it once, a foolish act of desperation born of fear and exhaustion. The memory of that encounter was a blur of pain and terror. The creature's touch was like ice, draining the warmth from his body, leaving only a chilling emptiness. It had all started with a choice made in haste, fueled by grief and a desperate hope. He had stumbled upon an ancient ruin, half buried in the earth, its moss-covered stones whispering of forgotten power. There he had found it, a way to cheat death, to turn back time. Or so he had thought. The ritual, etched into the crumbling stone, had promised him a second chance. He hadn't understood the price, not truly. He hadn't understood the terrible pact he was making. Now he was trapped, bound to this forest, to this endless chase by the terms of his ill-conceived bargain. The creature, he suspected, was a guardian of sorts, a keeper of the balance he had so carelessly disrupted. And he, Ethan, was its plaything. He had tried everything to escape. He had run until his legs gave out, only to wake up back at the beginning, the creature's cold breath on his neck. He had tried to reason with it, to bargain for his freedom, but its eyes, those cold, unblinking eyes, held no mercy, no understanding, only an ancient hunger that could never be sated. The forest itself seemed to conspire against him. Paths twisted back on themselves, leading him in circles. Familiar landmarks shifted and changed, mocking his attempts to navigate. He was lost in a labyrinth of his own despair, the boundaries constantly shifting, the exit forever out of reach. There were times, fleeting but potent, when hope flickered. Times when he thought he had found a way out, a glimmer of light in the suffocating darkness. But these moments were always fleeting, crushed beneath the weight of his predicament. The creature was always there, waiting, its cold laughter echoing through the trees.